Hey, what up everyone, this is Mondo All Day, back with another video, and in this video I'll be showing you my build guide for Invisible Woman. Again, I'll be going over as far as which uniques I use, which artifacts I use, and also where I place my power points, omegas, and hero synergies, and at the very end I'll be showing you my rotation, and kind of give you guys a kind of a guide on how to play with Invisible Woman, and kind of give you some tips as far as how I was able to pass Cosmic Trial with this build. Again, keep in mind this is using around 3,000 omegas. So if you have more than 3,000 omegas and use this build exactly, you should be able to easily pass Cosmic Trial. So yeah, let's get right into it. So regarding the artifacts, excuse me the whole mess right here, but regarding the artifacts, I have Black Tom's Cecilia for the enemy damage rating, deflect rating, and health. This is kind of rare. This is my first one ever I've ever gotten, so I gave it to Invisible Woman. So this is kind of rare. So if you had another artifact that gives you energy damage or +1 energy, anything like that, so definitely be suited for her because she's all energy. Next is Scroll Nyx Fury's Eye Patch, because it gives you 353 damage rating, defense rating, and health. Then for Medallion, I'm using Ultra Medallion for the energy damage rating, health, critical hit rating to energy attacks, and then +1 energy. And you gain 2.1 spirit when you hit. Again, this is very useful. And also, too, there's a 5% chance to fire Beam Burst for almost over 11,000 energy damage when you hit with a range power. Since Invisible Woman is all energy, it's going to benefit her. The next artifact, which I probably would not use, it's not bad, it's just maybe not the best one, is Shield Medal of Valor for the critical hit rating, deflect rating, damage rating, and critical damage rating. Again, I probably would not use this artifact. It's not bad. It's easy to get by. But if you have something else, definitely use something else. But I probably will not. I'll probably definitely be replacing this later on. Then I have Kevlar plated helmet, of course, for the deflect rating, critical hit rating on range attacks, and also 2 when you critical hit, you gain 3 fighting. Now for the uniques, I use all of her uniques except for one. Slot 1, I use heavily modified Mercenary Assault. I'm using this for the critical hit rating, critical damage rating, base damage to bosses, the damage rating to range powers, health, but more importantly, for the +3 ranks to all powers and +6 ranks to all powers. Now I'm saying this because this is very important. With this unique, it literally adds 9 points to your powers, to your range powers. And since mainly all of Invisible Woman's powers are all range, especially in this build, they're all range except for one. I believe it's this one here, Resonating Waves area. Everything else is all range. So that means that right off the bat with this unique alone, I get +9 power points. So you can, obviously it doesn't see it right now, but here I'll show you what I mean. This was 20, now it's 29. See what I mean? So again, this is the reason why I'm using it. But if you had, I passed Cosmic Trial with using her original slot 1 unique a while back. So I just use it because it's brand new and I figured +9 and so forth. So again, all of her uniques except for slot 1. Now for the costume, of course, grade 1 through 4, critical damage rating, and for the core, I have it to where when I use a med kit, I get 3,000 health and 100 spirit, and also 2 +1 energy and durability. Definitely durability because she is a bit weak, especially when doing Cosmic Trial. You kind of want to kind of beef her up a little bit, so that's why I got it. Luckily, that's a good costume core for her. And then for the ring, I'm using Industrial City Ring for energy, so critical hit rating to energy attacks, attack speed to energy powers, and critical damage rating and health. Now for the pet, I have it to where I get +5% total deflect rating, a +3% critical damage rating, +1 rank to basic powers. I might reset that one, and then +2 for fighting. For the forged, I have it. I'm using the defense rating, 800 defense, and I have it blessed, which gives me 200 damage rating to range powers, and then 200 to energy rating. And then for legendary, I'm using Cosmic Control Rod for the energy damage rating, +2 energy, and so forth. And that is kind of my build so far. Oh, sorry. Insignia, I'm using Insignia of Wonder Woman. I'm using this because it gives me critical hit rating, brutal damage rating. Maybe not the best, but it does the job. And then also 2 of the other perks inside.
is no reason to ignore me.
Now for the powers, for Force Disc, I have 7 there. Storm of Spheres, max that out. Invisibility, that's 10. Resonating Wave, max that out. Invisible Combat, that's a passive, max that out. It's a very useful one too. 2 for Shield Blitz. Blitz, sorry. Signature, of course, you want to max that out. Personal Force Field, max that out as well too. That's a passive as well, and toggle. The Crusher, max it out, my favorite power. Crushing Wave Style, max it out. Excuse me. And that's it. Okay, Omegas, again, around 3,000 Omegas, give or take. So I have 8280 total. I'm using I have 52. Actually, I'm using 5209. Neural Enhancement, nothing there. Arcane Attunement, 7 for Doom's Mystic Armor for damage rating, brutal strike rating, critical hit rating to energy powers. Interstellar Exploration, because it gives me +1 durability. Earth for the base damage increase, and then spirit cost reduction, and then for Eagle, the Living Planet, 1 there for the +1 durability, speed, and energy. Very, very useful for her. Special weapons, 2 for assault rifles for the base damage to range powers, and then silencers for +1 base damage for enemies not targeting you. Mutation, of course, Warpath, 3 for fighting. Sunfire, 2 for the base energy damage. Radioactive Orange, nothing. Nanotechnology, 5 for Spin Tech for the damage rating to bosses. Nothing. Psionics, 5 Melt Phase for the brutal damage rating. Molecular Adjustment, 1 for Antigenesis for the +3 energy. Deflect rating and mental defense rating. And then 1 for Exogenesis for the you retain health when you hit with an energy power, which is all energy. You get +12 energy defense rating, and then +1% for any base energy damage. And that's be all. Hero Synergies, Cable for the critical hit rating, Captain Marvel for the energy damage, Hawkeye for the move speed, critical damage, Human Torch for the area damage, Invisible Woman for the energy damage, and then total deflect rating, Iron Man for the range and energy damage, Rogue for health on any hit and +1 spirit on hit, Star-Lord for the critical rating to energy powers, War Machine for the 10 spirit and +1 fighting, and then Wolverine for the brutal strike rating and brutal damage rating. And that is my build. Now let's get into the good stuff. For this build and how I play with her, it's a very simple build, nothing too crazy. Kind of go over as far as how I set it up, but before that, my team up here is Sunspot. Since these are energy damage as well too, so I figured why not just use him. Not many people use him, so anyways, how I play with her is pretty simple. Force Disc is my repetitive power. Whenever I'm low in spirit, I use that. I usually use Crushing Wave style, Storm of Spheres, Resonating Wave, Invisibility, the Crusher, and then obviously Signature. Now again, the way I play with her, again, it's pretty simple, nothing too complicated, somewhat similar to Scarlet Witch. So what I usually do is I use Storm of Spheres. What that does is what you do, again, kind of like with Black Panther and then Scarlet Witch, you summon these right here. I believe it's just 2. Yeah, just 2. That's what you want to do first. You want to summon these ready. You want to use this attack because this will give you a lot of damage. See, I've just summoned. I just activated this power and it's already doing damage. That's one of the key things you have to do with Miss Woman. You definitely want to use this power. So again, just like that. So whenever you're doing Cosmic Trial, if enemies around you, activate those right away. And then the next thing what you want to do is, I usually use Crushing Wave style a lot. Once my spirit is low, then I use Force Disc to kind of increase my spirit. Once that's up, then I use, again, Crushing Wave style. But make sure I have this activated. Because with this activated as well, and you doing damage, and your team up doing even more damage, it's just going to make it easier regarding Cosmic Trial. Now, one thing Okay, that's kind of like my repetitive. That's usually what I do. The next thing I want to show you is this, is resonating wave. Now, this is a very, very powerful power if done correctly. And I didn't know about it until like not too long ago. But if I activate this resonating wave right now, it does somewhat decent damage. See, look at that right there, 353. The key to it is using invisibility. When you use invisibility, what it does is it uses one of your focus, and what that does is when you become invisible, you activate resonating wave. It increases the damage of resonating wave by 300%, and you restore one away spirit. Now, if I were to activate right now, resonating wave, look, see, there's no cooldown, so I can continue to activate it. You can do that, it's fine. But to be really effective with this move, what you want to do is use invisibility, and you'll notice it right here. There's 3 bars right here. Once you use up one and you're invisible, activate resonating wave right away. Ideally, you want to use this kind of rotation when you have like a lot of enemies. Like this right here would be perfect, because a lot of enemies can definitely be hit by this little rotation. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. So invisible, and then resonating wave. See that 700, almost a million right there. And again, and it piles up. So you have 3 times. So do it again. Then do it again. And so there's a cooldown now. Now every time you use invisibility and you activate resonating wave, that's 1. But every time you redo invisibility again, it resets that cooldown. So this is what I mean. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate it, and then it's gonna start that cooldown. But when I use invisibility again, it removes that cooldown, and then you can use it again. So this is what I mean. Okay, the cooldown, invisibility, do it again. Cooldown, invisibility again, and then it resets it, and then boom. Look at that, 1 million right there. Now this is important because when you're playing Cosmic Trawler and just in general, you want to utilize that a lot to your advantage. And the best way to use it is with your signature. Now, with your signature, it grants you 3 again. Now, why is that important? Because when you're doing your boss fights, say like that, and you're running out, when you use signature, look, it resets it, and then again, it allows you to do it again, and again, and again. And then what you can do after that is just use your rest of your signature. Oh, too late now. But that's usually what I do. Is this kind of like my second rotation per se, is I use invisibility dot. So whenever I'm playing, I'll be using crushing wave style, obviously activate. Once I'm low with spirit, and then again. And then once I'm kind of healed, like my focus is up to 3, and I use invisibility. And then do it again, and then do it again. And then you get, if you want to do signature, and then invisibility. See that one, just like that. And then you can do signature again, the rest of it, to even do more damage. Keep in mind though, when you do this method, the invisibility, you do have a short time to use the remainder of the invisibility. So, I mean the invisibility, sorry, the signature. So you want to do it pretty quickly. So you do have some time, but you want to do it again quickly. So what you want to do again is, and I'll show you with another boss over here. Is again summon. So how this whole thing, how it looks overall is simple. Summon storm spheres. Then after that, what you can do to be more effective, this is like my main rotation is this. I do spheres, the crusher, do a little bit of damage with wave style, and then do my invisibility, wave, visibility, wave, visibility, wave. Spheres again to kind of continue with it, and then do signature, restack this, and do it again. Visibility, wave, maybe spheres again just to be sure, and then visibility, wave, and then signature the rest of it just to complete it. That way you get the full damage of the signature, and just continue doing crushing wave style and that's really it. So it looks something like this overall. So it sounds complicated, but it's not. It's kind of basically what I mentioned, but just summing it up all again. And I'll explain it again one more time before I finish this video. So it looks something like this. And then do signature. Oh, too late now. I pushed the wrong button. I pushed G instead of H. But again, that's my rotation. My rotation again, simple. Make sure I activate spheres. Make sure I activate spheres. And then after that, do a little bit of wave. Maybe do spheres again, but then do the whole. Maybe you can do Crusher if it's available. If not, don't worry. But you can do Crusher, summon those, and then do invisibility. Boom. Visibility, boom. Maybe do waves, or sphere, excuse me, for the wave, visibility again. Maybe do signature, reset the cooldown. Rest of the signature, just like that. Again, that's really it. Now keep in mind when you use the rest of the signature, what it does is pushes your enemies away. Just keep that in mind. Again, that's my rotation. That's pretty. It sounds complicating, it's not, but once you get used to it, once you get play with it a while, it gets fairly easy and you just kind of get used to it. Now the last rotation is kind of like the ultimate, as I usually call it. My ultimate rotation is doing what I incorporated, what I just mentioned, or everything I just said, but with the ultimate. Now I'm saying this because when you do the ultimate, what it does is it kind of creates a shield around. There's like a shield in like a area shield, and I'll show you what I mean. With that is what you want to do is you want to activate the ultimate first and then summon Crusher right away, because anyone that's inside that shield is getting damaged. And not only that too, when the Crusher is activated, the Crusher, those balls, will not leave that specific shield. So when you're fighting Red Skull, perfect example, activate your ultimate and activate Crusher right away. That way, not only are you doing damage with the ultimate, your Crusher is doing a lot of damage, and with your rotation of against spheres and then visibility and then wave and visibility and wave and so forth, you're just going to do massive damage. So this is how it's going to look. So again, maybe set up spheres, ultimate, let's see, and then visibility. Then my rotation again, signature. Just like that. See what I mean? And you can even do spheres, do even more damage. Invisibility again. And that's really it. Now the cool thing too is, I usually have for my action bar number 2, I have invisible combat, excuse me. That's very useful. You definitely want to utilize that a lot, especially for Cosmic Trial, because what it does, it grants you invisibility for about, well, I believe it's 30 seconds or so, something like that, or 5 seconds, excuse me. Yeah, become invisible. And then you can still do Resonating Wave. Okay, and then that's really it. That is my build guide and my rotation with Invisible Woman. It's very simple, maybe not the best out there, but again, it's definitely decent. It does a job. I mean, I was able to pass Cosmic Trial. The first time I attempted Cosmic Trial was I had, I think, 7,000 Omegas. I used basically the same build. I just had I had her unique for slot 1, and I was able to pass it easily with this exact same build. Now with this new with this new slot 1 unique and fully maxed out Omegas, I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure it'd be easily done. So yeah, this is it. This is my build guide for Invisible Woman. And again, this is using around 3,000 Omegas, give or take. This is a very simple build, but yeah, it can be effective, and it can be, more importantly, it can be fun. And that's the way I usually play. I just want to play if it's fun. I don't really worry too much or focus too much as far as having the highest damage, the highest critical hit rating. I just want to do enough damage to where I can able to hold my own or pass certain objectives like Cosmic Trial or anything like that. Alrighty, again, this is my build guide from Invisible Woman. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. Any requests for certain characters you want me to do, build guides, or cosmic trial, again, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos, you want to see any upcoming new videos, please do subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. I really do, really mean it a lot. It means a lot to me, and it does really help the channel a lot. Alrighty, again, this is Mondo all day. Thank you for watching, and yeah, have a good one.